All right, Barrett, back again in the group chat. We covered a lot of angles in all those games, props and sides and totals we like. I'm not going to have a fade of the week, even though I would lean to taking the Texans plus the points and fading the Chargers, who is the public darling. All of a sudden, the Chargers? You want to watch the Chargers play in the postseason, Bear? But I don't think I'm bold enough to do that. But we still have our best bet. So go first with your best bet. We disagree on this one, so it'll be a fun discussion.
Yeah, we do. And again, it seems like every pseudo, I don't want to say pseudo sharp, but it feels like the contrarian play is out there. Everyone, I haven't heard not one person not like the Eagles yet. It seems like the contrarian play are the Texans. Feels like the contrarian play, or the sharp play, are the Rams. And I'm going to go oppo there. I'm going to take the Vikings -1 as my best bet of a wild card weekend. And I think there's been a little bit of an overreaction to that loss Sunday night in Detroit, and I get what you've said about the fall from the 1 to the 5 seed and how emotionally that can be challenging. But if you win, if you're the Vikings, you get an opportunity to go back to Detroit and right the wrong, and you're going to get the opportunity. You knew you were going to have to play him again either way, and I think the way that game went last week, people are acting like it was this blowout. Like that was just more about Sam Darnold being bad and missing open receivers and abandoning the run game. What they have 13 plays inside the 10 or whatever the heck it was, and couldn't score a touchdown. They're a play or two away from that game being completely different, and they win that game. And I think that can drive them. I still wonder about the Rams. I know I've been doubting the Rams all year long, and they've kind of proved me wrong more often than not. But I think the Vikings' disrespect is still at an all-time high. People are expecting them to go on the road and lay an egg. So I'm laying the point here with Minnesota.
I feel like this is a game that I feel very strongly on, Bear, that I'm going to end up looking like a dummy. It feels like the one out of all the games this weekend.
You big dummy.
Like it's going to be oh, the Vikings won by 10 points. Of course they did, because they're better. But yeah, that emotion of that loss, I think, carries over. All right, my best bet, Bear. Tampa Bay, first half, -2.5 against the Commanders here. I'm wagering this for a couple reasons. One is Tampa played poorly last weekend. That was a poor performance, a game that they had to win. I think they kind of shake that off. They're actually in the playoffs now, and they get a home game against a rookie quarterback, Bear. Rookie quarterback on the road. That's a tough spot for Jay and Daniels, just emotionally, I think, early in this game. And so I'm going to wager against it. Plus, Tampa Bay, guys, has 11 scores on their first drives this season, 8 touchdowns, lead the National Football League. I expect them to come out hot at home after a poor performance last week. I think the Commanders can score in this game, Bear, but I think they kind of score late, right? When Daniels has to do a little more with his legs and things get a little wonky later in the game with some broken plays. So I think early on, Tampa Bay has control of this game. Maybe Washington comes back late. I like Tampa Bay -2.5 for the first half in this one.
Yeah, that game last week, it was very, very concerning for me. You would have thought that the Bucs would have come out and just laid the hammer down and kind of left no doubt, but they're fortunate, and of course we love the ending of the. By the way, it was great, but at the same time, how risky was that? One little thing goes wrong, and you may lose to the Saints, and you may not be here. But it was great to see Evans get that record.
The thing, Bear, is that the Saints looked like they had no clue what was happening. I was watching that game.
Shocked.
They lined up in four wide with 30 seconds left and no timeouts, and up 8. Essentially no timeouts, and he threw the ball right to Evans, and he ran 9 yards and fell down. So I love seeing how happy his teammates were for him. That was fantastic. He's been a great addition, obviously, to the city of Tampa Bay. I think it's 11 years now. Super Bowl champion, a future Hall of Famer, and $3 million richer after that last reception to end the game, Bear.
Well, hopefully we can make you richer. Maybe not $3 million richer, but hopefully Geoff, Will, Sammy, myself have helped out. Appreciate you watching on FS1. Appreciate wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify, YouTube channel as well. Remember, folks, the less you bet, the more you lose when you win. Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.